Good morning and welcome to day 6 of Vlogmas 2025. I didn't record anything yesterday, the 5th, purely because I was at work and then I went to the pub after work and got a little bit drunk. And by the time I got home it was quite late and I just kind of thought, let's just save everything until tomorrow and we'll have a double whammy. So I didn't open my advent yesterday either, so I've got 2 days to open up today, which I'm very excited about. So let's just get started with that and then we'll look at what we're doing for the rest of today. So, yesterday's advent is called Gobble Gobble, and on the back it's like a roast turkey. I don't really have any I don't really know what this is going to look like. Is it going to be a brown based fibre? I don't know. Let's just open it up and see. Okay. There's a lot of... So, let's just go through it. We've got this kind of medium brown and then this darker brown, which... No, that's black. That's definitely black. And then there's this kind of blue-grey colour running through it, which is interesting. I quite like this actually. It's quite chocolatey. Fibre-wise, there's definitely a blend of wools and I don't know that it's silk. I think this might be another kind of novel fibre, as I'm calling it. Yeah, you can really see the blue there. The blue is quite unexpected. Like, I don't know. Is there blue bits of turkeys? I don't eat turkey. I have no idea. I can't imagine there's blue bits of a roast turkey, but could be wrong. Yeah, so the lighter brown, let's see. Yeah, so this has got quite a lot of sheen to it, as does the blue, but then the black parts, let's see if I can find a good black part. Yeah, so this is quite matte. So I'm guessing that the black is merino potentially. It's gorgeously soft, whatever it is. Let's have a look in the book and see. Okay, so it is 60% Blueface Leicester, 30% merino wool and 10% bamboo. So the inspiration for this was of the bird itself rather than the like cooked meat of the bird. So that, yeah, because of this aspect, I was thinking it was going to be that kind of like golden brown colour. But this is definitely a bit more living turkey colour. I think it's gorgeous. I really like this. I'm starting to become a bit less scared of earth tones. So I'm excited to play with this. Yeah, happy with that. Gorgeous, gorgeous blend of different tones. So, day 6 is called Blame the Dog. And it's got Brussels sprouts on the back. So let's just get this opened. Oh, okay. So this is all just the one colour. It's all like, you know, it's not, I wouldn't really say it's tonal. It is quite a flat colour all round and it's just that pure, brilliant Brussels sprout green. This feels like it's wool, but there is a good sheen to it. So let's just have a look. Oh, okay. So this is 67% merino wool and 33% tussa silk. So it is like it's a wool silk blend and it is gorgeously soft. You can really see the sheen. Sometimes find it easier to see the shine on, you know, solid colours rather than if it's like tonal colours. You know, you can see how the light bounces off of it. Absolutely gorgeous, brilliant shade of green and super, super soft. I'm really happy with that. So as I said, today is Saturday, the 6th of December, and I'm not working this Saturday, so I've got a lot more time today to do fun things, but my first order of business, tomorrow I'm going to be putting up the Christmas tree, and in order to have space for the Christmas tree, my dog's crate is coming up into this room. So I just want to get this room kind of set up for that. I've made space, but there's been a few things I've been meaning to do around this room that I'm going to do them today so that they're done, and then I don't have to wait until like next year before I can do these things. But first up, I have this wall here. My vision for this was that it was going to be like a gallery wall. I've got a whole bunch of prints and frames and everything ready to be hung up, but I've just never got around to it. So I'm going to tackle that today because it does look quite sad just having 2 prints and then just all this empty wall. I also am going to have to cut this very, very long plant here, which is just about to touch the floor. Because that's exactly where the dog's crate is going to be going, and she doesn't need to be chewing on a pothos during the night. Yeah, so I'm going to cut that up and I'm going to propagate it and probably give those cuttings to a friend at some point. Quite possibly in 6 months' time when I remember that I've done this. But yeah, let's get started. So there's a slight hitch in my plan. I have these 2 planters that I 3D printed ages ago with intention of putting them up on this wall. But the little hole that I have to hang it with is a little bit on the small side. Here we go. So I don't have any means of attaching it to the wall that'll be able to remove it, because all the nails I have are the heads are a bit wider than this hole, so I can hammer it to the wall fine, but I don't know that I'll be able to take it off. And although I don't really foresee a need to take it off, I don't want to not be able to take it off if I need to. So I have a potential solution. I've got these adhesive strips. They are Velcro, so one side is grippy and one side is fluffy. I'm concerned about weight a little bit. These supposedly take 3 kilograms in 3 kilograms in weight. And even when these planters have got plants in and are watered, I don't think they'll even weigh half a kilo. So I should be okay, but I'm still just a little bit nervous. But I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. I wanted to give the adhesive on the planters some time to set before adding any weight to them. So in the meantime, I cut back the pothos and I kept a few cuttings to propagate to share with friends later on. Now that the adhesive has had a chance to set, I potted up string of hearts into one of the planters. I'm glad I used the Velcro to adhere because I may need to take this down every time I water it because clearly this is just going to make a mess. I took a cutting of the Hoya linearis a couple months ago, which was ready to be potted up to fill out the pot a little bit more. The string of hearts was looking a bit bald, so I decided to take some cuttings of it so that I could fill it out later on. The room looks a little bit more fun now. There's more that I want to add to it, but I think that's enough for today. I then randomly decided to cast on another dishcloth. This was using some 4-ply cotton yarn that I had in stash, but I was holding it triple by chaining it, the way you would in crochet or for chain plying. But this brings it up to roughly Aran weight, so I was using 3.75mm needles, and I was loosely following the Icy Light pattern by the kitchen sink shop. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.